Brian Fuhr moved into the number 2 spot over on the mod side, 326.77 feet as he edged out Dalton Henry for the number 2 spot at this point. Chris Mites burning it down out of Cortland, Nebraska on deck. Garrett Geiger, the Patriot, in the hole.
98.56 for Ryan Boyson, 98.56. 10 more to go in a loaded light Superstock Ag class.
All right, Mike, they're telling me we're live on Facebook right now. We're doing what we call a live look-in with Outlaw Pulling TV, where we give a few hooks for free, just get people to see what we're doing here. Watching on Facebook, we are live in Wisner, Nebraska, Thunder by the River 2023, the Thursday edition. We'll be here tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. Great weekend in store, and we were thinking we'd have, 60, 70 hooks tonight. We've got 92 hooks tonight.
92 hooks, and this is our quote-unquote smaller night. We're going to be looking 100, 150. I've heard some drivers say they've seen 200 hooks here before on Saturdays. Guys, if you can make it to Wisner, Nebraska, Thunder by the River, come check us out. This place is amazing.
So Danny Metcalf coming back up. He was our first puller before we reset the sled. He went 368 and change and was going to take his option. He didn't like that hook. So the sled's a little bit heavier this time, but he did get a little experience out there. He felt the track, and he may have made some changes as far as where the weights are on that tractor. Did he move one from the rear to the front or vice versa? He could have. Judging by that first pull, he may have moved a weight from to the front of the tractor.
Interesting thing about his first hook, too, it was a real A to B pass. Now, obviously, he was hauling a lighter wagon, but since then we've seen a lot more steering with the brakes, kind of going right and left. Is he going to know something from that first moving straight?
Little DT 360. This original Brent Long motor out of Missouri. Calls it the Plowboy Express. Got to beat 342.77 to get past gauge high. Well, the front end seemed really heavy that time. It never really came up for him. Never really got a hold of the track over there on that far right side.
Yeah, he was scratching and clawing. A lot of spinning right there. Real straight run. Another A to B pass, but definitely a heavy wagon behind him, no doubt about that. Real solid run over there for the modifieds.
310.12 feet puts him in the number 5 spot. 310.12.
Hey, this should be a fun one on the light Superstock Ag class. Do we have any Alice Chalmers fans out here? I know there's one. There's at least one out here. Any AC fans? Let me hear you. Out of Sweet Springs, Missouri, my home state, Matthew Vogelsmeyer brings up the Pumpkin Express. Real sharp looking D21, Alice Chalmers D21. Now, I am not a farmer, but my father was, my grandfather was, my great-grandfather was, and they always ran Alice Chalmers tractors. So, I know there's at least one A fan out there. Hey, we've got an Alice Chalmers from Missouri. Going to be a hard one not to root for right here.
Ag Leader, connect every piece of equipment on your farm throughout every season with In Command and Agfinity from Ag Leader. Full farm connectivity from the leader of precision farming technology, helping you plan, plant, apply, and harvest. Ag Leader. Find out more at agleader.com.
Pumpkin Express currently sitting 11th in points on the year. He's been to several hooks. He's fought it just like anyone else, but he is going to get it figured out. That I have no doubt of. They are right on the edge of really making this thing run hard. Beautiful looking D21 out of Missouri calls it the Pumpkin Express. Pumpkin Express, get behind him, folks. Doggone it. Sounds like Turbo just kind of want to chirps and sputter and doesn't want them.
Chris Mites out of Cortland, Nebraska, needing a little bit more weight on the front of that tractor. And you have to think about the physics of these machines. When they pull the front end up super high in the air like that, they're pivoting on that fulcrum point, which is the back axle, and the hitch. When the front end comes up, the hitch goes down. So you lose your downforce on those rear tires.
Yeah, Ron, what they're looking to do is pick that front end up just a certain amount and kind of run with it. You can always tell when it starts going up and down. They're unloading the back tires. They're getting on the wheelie bars. They're losing that traction. Bringing the front end up's not always a bad thing, but when it comes up and down, you can kind of tell they're unloading that backside just a little bit.
.47. 292.47 for Chris Mites.
192.58 for Matthew Vogelsmeyer on the Pumpkin Express. 192.58. You know, the solid hook was that first one, Tyler Omer. He did tell me in the pits it's his 31st birthday. Hey, maybe they're just giving him a birthday present, and who knows?
Frosted Frog, the official cooler of the Outlaws, whether you're hiking in the mountains or just need a cup to bring your coffee today. Frosted Frog has got you covered. From everyday use to special occasions, you can count on Frosted Frog to keep you chill. Keep your cold drink cold longer in the cooler. Keep the ice in the cooler for days. FrostedFrog.com, the official cooler and tumbler of the Outlaws.
Titan Goodyear Farm Tires. Farmers have a legacy built on hard work and a spirit of innovation. It's the same vision that's driven Titan to engineer farm tires for almost a century. Agricultural products in our Titan and Goodyear Farm Tire brands start with feedback that comes directly from the field. It's how we develop the innovative low sidewall LSW technology that's refining expectations for agriculture tires around the world. We offer a full lineup of agricultural tires for a variety of equipment types, including tractors, combines, grain carts, and sprayers. Taryn Beck, we just mentioned Titan's the official sponsor of the Young Guns. Taryn is one of our Young Guns. We've got pullers out here between 16 and 25 years old running a special program. These are our outlaw Young Guns. Taryn Beck's out of Madison, South Dakota, calls this track Hustler. Looks like an 88 Series International. I stand corrected. That's a case. That's a through and through case. How about any good old-fashioned case fans out here? We've seen them all in this class. She's got green, the Hustler. There we go.
I think you're looking at number 2 right there, Mike. Number 2.
No doubt about it. Torquey machine. She did a great job driving that, knowing when to stay on it. When I thought it was going to get on her, she just kept going. 312.28 puts her solidly in second place.
Taryn Beck, that girl's getting better and better with each and every pass. She's going to be in the winner's circle here before too long. Now, Mike, take a look at this thing here. This is called the Patriot. New light mod coming out of Carthage, Missouri. Doug Roberts built it. Garrett Geiger is driving it. He's out of Allen, Nebraska. This is a GAA Ford V8. Now, some people are saying, what the heck is a GAA Ford V8? Built in the 1940s, it's a 60-degree V8 that powered the Sherman tank in World War II. Now, it is a V8, 8 cylinders, 1,100 cubic inches. Twin turbochargers, calls it the Patriot.
Ron, do you think when they get that thing to light, it's gonna shoot?
Yeah, they're still tinkering with it, Mike. I think that one is going to be one to be reckoned with once they get it figured out. There's no substitute for cubic inches. There's 1,100 cubic inches there, twin turbochargers. They made 500 horsepower back in the 40s when they put them in the Sherman tanks.
On the light superstock side, Tyler Spatanaski, born loser light out of Cairo, Nebraska. Tyler Spatanaski. Patriot giving his second go with the outlaw sled here.
All right, we're going to go over here to the light superstock side. Garrett Geiger having some problems with the Patriot.
Born light loser on the light superstock ag, Tyler Spatanaski. Solid run for Tyler, another one of our young Tyler Spatanaski. I said that about 6 different ways. Got bopped on the head, and they said, hey, here's how you say that. Thank you for bearing with me. Solid run for Tyler, running with the Young Guns. 294.73. 294.73. That's going to put Tyler in the number 3 spot. How about a round of applause for Tyler?
Give a round of applause for Garrett Geiger as well, having some problems with the Patriot there, unable to get down the track. We'll move on to Scott Bracken, the Outlaw Red, coming up next out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri.
Fans, let's talk about the Super Fan Experience Contest. When in a one-time trip to the Case IH Racing Experience Center in Racine, as well as other exciting prizes in the 2023 OTTPA Super Fan Experience Contest, sponsored by Case IH. It's easy to enter. Just visit outlawpulling.com or scan one of the QR codes on the Case IH banners around the track.
I'm just here to learn, man, so I appreciate that.
You'll tell me tomorrow night you want to put a, I'm going to do it tomorrow night.
How do you say this? Pasoda?
Pasoda. Yep.
Rod Pasoda calls it the crazy horse.
Rod Pasoda calls it the crazy horse out of Ravenna, Nebraska. Great looking John Deere. He's got green. He is green. Let's get him down to the money side of the track. Man, and he was walking those backside tires. He pulled the front end up and just ran with it. Had some of the first true ground speed we've seen coming through here. Really solid run for Rod Pasoda on the crazy horse.
Yeah, Rod's got to be happy with that run, Mike. Nice pass for that John Deere coming out of Ravenna, Nebraska.
322.32 puts him in second place.
Next modified tractor here comes out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Normally runs with the Missouri State Tractor Pullers Association. I used to announce for that group back in the day. Good running Chrysler Hemi here, 526 cubic inch, 1471 supercharger. Running VP methanol. This tractor has won the MSTPA Light Modified Points Championships before. Don't see him pull with the Outlaws a whole lot, but we enjoy having him. Scott Bracken, he is one heck of a competitor, and he's all or nothing.
Sounded like he really never got completely on top of the motor right there. Looks like he was going to get the RPMs up at about the 175, 200 mark. But, man, that's a biting track, and it's hard to stay on top of those. That motor just never really came to life the way you'd like to hear it.
Scott Bracken moves into the number 4 spot at 315.25 feet, 315.25. Clara, are you giving some things away? What do you have there, like T-shirts and stuff? You're going to give them away? So what do people have to do, like make noise? They have to make some noise if they want a T-shirt from Case IH? Heck, I want a T-shirt from Case IH. Noise if you want a T-shirt. Clara Miles from Case IH has got some goodies from our title sponsor, Case IH. Hey, look at the arm on that girl.
Speaking of Case IH, we've got a Ford new out in first place. We've got a John Deere in second place. Looks like we've got an International backing up the sled right now. IH, I'm not saying you're out of opportunities, but the time is coming quickly. If you had one out there, Super 10, driven by Haley Spatanaski. Haley Spatanaski currently sitting number 8 in points for the Outlaws right now. Top 3 right now, we've got Rod and the Crazy Horse. We've got Taryn Beck, the hustler, sitting in 3rd. We've got Rod Pasota, Crazy Horse, in 2nd. And Tyler Ulmer, your test hook, is still sitting out there, 349. Haley Spatanaski chasing that 340 behind her. Haley Spatanaski's got the green flag. Out on the left brake just a little bit, might have cost her a little bit of distance. But with the Gremlins being out tonight, she's probably plunging it back in one piece.
Twin T53 L11 turbines, pure pressure. Whoa! Wow, never seen that happen on one of these turbines before, but the rear end locked up. The rear end locked up on the tractor. The back turbine came apart. Going to need the lift down here once again. The rear end is locked up.
Ron, a lot of turf. Never seen anything like that. That was a wild ride over there on the red side. Haley Spatanaski on the Super 10 went 292.41, 292.41.
Now, this is something I've never experienced. I've seen it before, watching it on TV, but I've never seen it live. I've never seen a turbine blow or expire out here on the track. You can see the oil under the motor, under that back motor. I want to see the replay here. Once she brings the replay up, you can see the rear end locked up first.
Yeah, right before it went, it said no more.
You watch the back tires. They lock up first, right there. They locked up. And the back turbine said, I'm out of here. No more of this tractor pulling stuff for me. Put me back in a helicopter. That's where I came from.
Ron, so is that one of those issues where, you know, when you bring movement to a stop like that, that power's looking for somewhere to go, it can't transfer to the rear end. It's only got one place to escape, so it just shot where it could and let loose right up there in the front of the turbine.
Yeah, it's you know, there's kind of an inside joke between the turbine guys and the piston guys. You know, the piston guys are always adjusting valves and fixing things and adjusting fuel and things like that for the atmospheric conditions. And the turbine guys, they just kind of put fuel in them and go pull, because they never break. So here in this instance, that's not the case.
One of those never, I suppose. On the light, Superstock Ag, we had Scheffler earlier. This is Jim Scheffler. He calls this one too much fun. So we had just for fun, too much fun. He's chasing Tyler Ulmer out there. Too Much Fun takes a straight 8 pass.
Give Andrew Beckman a round of applause. Tough break for him tonight. He pulled out to 171.27 with a pure pressure mod coming out of Hoskins, Nebraska.
How about a big round of applause for Jim Scheffler and Too Much Fun? He pulls that tractor 258.52. It's too much tractor. It's too much fun, this sport of tractor pulling. He's out here giving it his best every time. A round of applause, 258.52.
VP Racing Fuels, the official fuel of the Outlaws. Every one of the vehicles going down this track.